Hi Hannah, it's Friday. It's another late night video. You know, there was a lot of things going on during Lunar New Year, so forgive me. And there's no better time to review my favorite memory of Lunar New Year when I was a child. I chose four memories, four stories. Why? Just to annoy you. I know you like five, so I chose four. So, starting from the fourth best one. As you know, my grandma lives in countryside and I lived in the city, and it would take us a long time to, you know, get to the countryside. I think a couple of hours. Yeah, just really really bad traffic from the city to the countryside. So we rarely go there. But there was one New Year. I can't remember how old I was, but I was very, very determined to go. So I did. And my brother went with me. It's like the journey was like, we have to get onto the buses with lots of people. And it was, in the hindsight, it was actually quite dangerous. We should not have done it. Yeah, but we did it. I was, it was a great feeling. Not just that we did it, but we survived. You know. So that was the most free holiday I've ever got, because without my parents, me and my brother was just having fun on the countryside for the whole month. That was great. And the third one, it will be my uncle's wedding. So it's actually quite common for people in the countryside to have wedding a couple of days after the first day of Lunar New Year. And well, I did not know that. I didn't have a concept of wedding, you know. But all I knew was there were so many people coming in and out of the house, and at the time, the house was quite old, and there was only one little door pathway to get in and get out of the door. And the young Jassie thought, I think I was 7 or 8, so the 7 or 8 years old Jassie thought it would be a great idea to block the pathway. So I sat on the side of the doorway and blocked it with my legs, with my brothers, and asking people for passwords. If they can't give me the correct passwords, they can't go in. So there was a whole lining up in front of the door. Yeah, they couldn't really throw me out of the way. Yeah, because it's a wedding. So yeah, I did that. I'm pretty sure people got annoyed. Yeah. The second one is gotta be the time I bombed the fish pond. I think I've told you this story, but I'll recount this wonderful story again for you. So it was the first year that Grandma put water in that little pond in front of the house. Before that, it was just a dry hole, an ugly dry hole in front of the house. I don't know why it was there. Yeah, but it was there. And so that Lunar New Year, Grandma filled it up with water, and then I thought, great. And what's even better was that on the second day, my uncle brought back a couple of fish for dinner for the next couple of days. And I got very, very excited because, water, fish, who doesn't love that? And, I decided to took some firecrackers out of the house, and I just started throwing firecrackers into the pond. I don't know where I got that idea from, but I did with my brother. And you know, I was not very successful, because the firecrackers are that small. It's just a little single one. It's not the one with the it's not the one in the huge rolls. It's actually the leftover one from the rolls. So I just practiced throwing firecrackers into the pond. And at some point, I tried to, I thought, what's even a better idea than bombing the fish in the pond? So I tried and didn't work because it goes out really fast. So I decided to put a bunch of firecrackers on the ground and I'm going to light it up, and then my brother is going to kick the firecrackers into the pond. So I light them all up and quickly ran away, and my brother just kicked all of them into the pond. And that was a great timing, I can tell you that, because when I turn around and look at the pond, all I can see is a huge water splash. It was what I can call fountains, and in the middle of that water fountain, there was that gigantic fish. It was that fish against all the physics rules and the law of gravity and the rule of marine biology. It went flying. It was flying. And if fish can scream, I think the whole village would have heard that fish. Yeah, and then quickly it dropped. And just me, that little kid, drenched in water. But that was so fun. I think that was the same year. No, actually, that was the day before I tried to put the firecrackers on a cow dump, and I think that place stank for the whole week. Yeah, and for that fish, we kind of have to cook it because it's not gonna survive. Yeah, that was very, very fun. Okay, I was very, very proud of that achievement. And the last one, the best one, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. So as a person who enjoy the little things in life, my favorite memory is, of course, just the traditional way of celebrating Lunar New Year. Because as I grew older, I realized that I couldn't. It's rare to have these freedom and these memories. We live in a city. We couldn't really do, have fireworks and firecrackers or a pond with fish anymore, unless you're really rich. And I gradually moved further and further away from grandma and grandpa, so it's been a long time since I get to enjoy that table of homemade food, with chickens that was raised by themselves, or eggs and vegetables grew on the backyard or the garden, and everyone gathering around that old fireplace. It's not even a fireplace, it's like a little basin with firewoods in it, and and watching the Lunar New Year specials in the old little TV. And all of these is everything for me as a child for Lunar New Year. No fancy dinners with expensive lobsters or crabs and other seafoods, or HCTV, or heat, or even heaters. And these memories will always be the most precious one. I was storing them in the warmest part of my heart. and they will warm up the coming cold night of the Lunar New Year, even though it's really hot in Australia during Lunar New Year. No more heating. So now I'm telling you these fond memories. I hope you liked it and had a chuckle. And in that faraway city, Happy Lunar New Year, Hannah. I will see you on Monday.